what, baby? I'm about to show them what a boss really about. What you here for? Strictly business. I'm bossed up. I'm bossed up. I got boss in my IV. Just check my ID, and that's why I be the HNIC. People despise me. My services ain't free. Ain't trying to hear your story, homie. Cop me, no please. In high school, corner, quarterback. Nowadays, corner, quarter sack. Keep that on the low. Rappers turning into rats. Try snitching on they self. DEA ransack.
What's good? What's poppin'? The boys are in the building. New time, same old grind. What's on your mind today, Mr. Moolich?
Man, you know what it is. It's a football Friday. We back with a new time. How we doing? I know everybody's been complaining, right? We've heard the whispers. Oh, y'all come on too early. Y'all got the earliest show. Why y'all come on so early? I be at work. I can't. Well, we listened and we fixed it. So we on right before y'all go out and get your ratchet festivities going for the night. Right. Friday night football. Let's get it.
And then celebration of that, I got my little drink on too. So
absolutely,
I'm gonna drink with you before you head on out.
Yeah. Come in here, have a drink, listen to us talk a little shit about some sports and some trending topics. You know.
Yeah. So that's how that's noticed lately. That's what we've been doing. We've been opening up, getting some trending topics in. Me and Moolah get to talk shit. That's what we like to do. I'm gonna hold some of the good stuff for a little bit, but let's get into Mike T. Mike T getting a contract extension with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And if there's one thing I can say about the Pittsburgh Steelers, they are the most stable organization if you ever want to be a head coach.
I would say so too.
Well deserved. It's not like he doesn't deserve it. He's never missed the playoffs as a head coach. And I don't think this is going to be the year that he does it. I think that team is actually really, really good, despite all of the talk amongst, some of the talking heads in sports media. I think they'll find a way to utilize both quarterbacks in Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. I think they might pick up a couple, receivers. We'll see what happens. Mm-hmm. But I love their defense. So I love the defense.
Well, of course, shout out to Mike T. He's always going to be coach of the year in my book, mainly because of the outlooks on his roster some years, right? And what he does to will his team to not only the playoffs, but an above 500 record every single damn season. Yep. One thing I can say, I don't like the Steelers at all. I'm not a Steelers fan in one big shape or form because I am a Raider fan. So, but one thing I can say about the Steelers is they do always have a level of stability. You can always look to the Steelers and be like, okay, well, we know what they're going to be. We know what kind of team they are. We know Mike T. So we understand that the level of consistency that comes with the Steelers and Mike T and his coaching is it's unprecedented. Like a lot of coaches go up and down, you go on the roller coaster, but Mike T, he's right here. Either he's up all the way up or he's right here in the middle, still in the mix of things. So, shout out to Mike T. At all coaches, I think he's definitely the one that deserves it, despite all the whispers, like Neil said, on the sports heads and the sports media, where people are constantly trying to come for his job and say he's on the hot seat. The man's never on the hot seat, in my eyes. Never. So, shout out to Mike T, man. Definitely deserved.
Right. And I agree with you. He's always going to be in my coach of the year conversation just because of what he is working with and to consistently turn out winning seasons with, I don't want to disrespect people, but just above average offensive talent.
That's valid. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's valid. Like you said, not to be disrespectful, but it's valid. You know what I'm saying? Like the rosters that he's had, you would think that he's not supposed to be, or that team is not supposed to be in the position that it is. So, that's definitely valid. And they're only getting better. Shout out to Najee, because I don't know if anybody's seen him lately. The boy looks in shape and he's looking scary.
Yeah, he's fighting for his life because he in a contract year, so.
Mm-hmm. Oh, most definitely. He most definitely fighting for his life for sure. And he better come out the gate swinging.
Yeah, so this better be his bet. He better He begging like 1,300 yards this year.
I mean, he off a bad season last year, he managed to get a ban. So I'm assuming because you're more healthy, they got a little bit better on that O line. You came back in camp more in shape. I'm expecting no less than 12. I'm not even gonna lie to
you. And this offense, I think, is going to be, at least it should be, if I'm the offensive coordinator. It should be predicated on the run game and play action when we're gonna, stuff like that. So
Well, definitely,
you should get the opportunities, 100%.
Absolutely.
Sterling Shepard and Baker are back together.
Double S and Baker are back together. I think that might be scary. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I think from what we've seen from other teams, getting the high school, getting the college quarterback and his number one wide receiver on the same team seems to be a very good formula. And I think for both of these guys, it can revitalize Sterling Shepard's NFL career, and Baker can continue to build on what he did last year.
This is my only thing for Sterling Shepard, right? Because I know that he's now with Baker, so I know a lot of people are going to be expecting a lot from him. Because
you think so?
I think so, because you get that quarterback receiver college dynamic duo back, so a lot of people are expecting them to do big things and it's supposed to be fireworks. The only thing I want Sterling Shepard to do is stay healthy. That's it. If I just want him to stay healthy and be able to get through a season healthy, because I understand that he's had some some very, very troubling knee injuries. As somebody who's dealt with knee injuries myself, I definitely understand. So I just want him to stay healthy, man. I would love to see the connection flourish, but I just want my boy to stay healthy. That's it, because I love Sterling in college.
I think it'll be good for him. Happy Father's Day. I was going to get to that a little bit. Shout out to you, Andre. Happy Father's Day, and all the other fathers that are watching. I was going to wait a little bit. Everybody get in here, and we'll get into some Father's Day stuff.
We got to get the Father's Day showers and stuff like that.
But I also think him going in and being the number 3 helps him out a lot.
Oh,
because
definitely.
You get him as a number 3 option with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. That offense I think that offense can look way better than it did last year.
Well, and then even then, right? Because knowing somebody like Chris Godwin, knowing the vet that he is, knowing the type of player that he is, you can kind of look at Sterling Shepard and kind of compare them to.
They're like the same player, right?
Exactly.
In my opinion. Yeah.
So I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like those are really like the most comparable you can get, right? So pairing a Chris Godwin with the Sterling Shepard is, to me, a match made in heaven, because you have somebody who, in Chris Godwin, who was coming off an amazing season and tore his ACL, so we didn't get to see him completely flourish that season, but then coming back and having a strong ending of the season, which is what helped the Bucs make the playoffs, right? So looking at that, I see Sterling Shepard going in, taking pointers from Chris Godwin, who's been there before, and kind of having that relationship dynamic to where now you have two guys that are virtually the same player, but one's a little younger and one's gaining experience from another guy who's virtually had the same type of outlook in his career. I think it's dope for both of them. I'm not going to lie to you. I think Sterling Shepard's going to learn a lot in that offense.
Yeah, no, I think that offense can be, and for everybody, y'all know I'm a Baker guy. So anything that's going to help Baker get to the expectations of some people when he first got drafted and that number 1 overall pick type of stuff, I'm here for it. And plus, I like making y'all look stupid when Baker succeeds, because y'all hate Baker so much.
I just like when Baker succeeds, because for some reason y'all hate Baker. And
right.
Whenever y'all hate a quarterback so much, it makes me like him. So there you go.
There you go. Well, I was a Baker guy before that, but it's even better when it's that. Did you see Justin Tucker, though?
Man. Hey,
look,
shout out to that boy Jay Tuck, man.
I should have got the damn picture. Even like, look, I'm bulking up. This new kickoff rule, he gonna have to make some tackles. So he's just like, I was in the weight room doing my thing.
Hey man, shout out to the best kicker, man. That boy. Hey. Y'all better stop playing with him, man. I've been seeing my boy take some safety snaps here and there. You know what I'm saying? He may come down the hill.
He coming down the tunnel. So
hey,
you fuck around if you want to.
Okay, because he gonna come down and Hunter Renfro some shit, and it's gonna be ugly. Okay, and if you don't know, then go back to the game. Raiders,
go back.
Yeah. All right. But don't play with that boy Justin Tucker, man. He may be coming to lay that thunder on y'all.
Right. Let's get to one of Inside the Huddle's new favorites. He's our guy. We've highlighted him the last 3 weeks. Unfortunately, this may be the last time we talk about our dear friend.
Mm-hmm.
You know how people will ask you for your name and the time you were born, where you were born, and you put that stuff in, and it kind of gives you different information back. And it told me that I'm a manifesting generator, which I was like, okay, I have no idea what that means. But reading through it, it's like I'm somebody that will always have multiple passions, multiple ways of expressing myself. And it's very common for me to outgrow certain passions. And the worst possible thing for a manifesting generator, somebody like me, would be to think that I am supposed to choose one lane of life, one path, and stick with it like most of the world does.
No, Mr. Darren Waller. This is what happens. Unfortunately, look, we said Happy Father's Day. We're going to keep saying it all day. This is a motherfucker who clearly didn't grow up with his father. Because that is womanese 101, manifestation. And no, you was meant to be a football player, dog. Keep playing football. Trust me, you're good at it. You dope at it. This is what happens. Kelsey Plum, this is your fault. You broke this man. You broke him. He's no good now. He is bad goods. You and Josh McDaniels did a number on my dude Darren Waller. Okay? I don't know what a manifestation, whatever conduit, whatever the fuck he said, it's stupid. It's dumb. But with all that being said, Darren Waller announced his retirement at the end of that. So he will not be playing for the New York Football Giants or any of the other 31 NFL football teams this coming season or in the foreseeable future until he changes. Mulich, I pass the mic to you. What is your thoughts on our guy? We highlighted him the last 3 weeks here on Inside the Huddle. How do you feel? But no, we're not gonna have any more Darren Waller.
First of all, like you said, let me start off by saying, Josh McDaniels, this is your fault. Okay, this is your fucking fault. I blame you for everything that has transpired right now. Okay, because if your ass wouldn't have fucking shipped Darren Waller not even halfway, all the way across the goddamn country to New York, this wouldn't have fucking happened. Okay. But I blame your ass. Your bum ass. It's your fault, okay? Because Kelsey and Darren, it was cool. They got to live with each other in Vegas. They was kicking it. The Aces was on top. The Raiders was coming. And then your bitch ass ruined it, okay? Fucking ruined it. I despise you. But look, check this out, okay? Check this out. Darren Waller, all right? Let me highlight you real quick, big dog.
Talk to him for a second.
We're the same age. All right, 31 years old. Okay, listen to me. This man, you were 6'6". I've said it again. You are 6'6", 245, and you run a 4.4.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what your zodiac sign, your chart. I don't care where the fucking moon is. I don't give a fuck if the Mercury is in the fucking planet of Pluto and the houses are together and then they turned up on fire. I don't give a fuck what the fuck is going on. Okay? I don't care. Get your ass on the. Just come back to Vegas, bro. That's it.
That's all I would have said. I was like, look, just ask out of the contract with the Giants and just come back to the Raiders, dog.
Just come back to Vegas. Well, the tight end room we'll have would be fucking crazy, bro.
It'd be nuts. I'll even go talk to Kelsey.
You feel me? Just let me know. Let me know. We'll go holler at Kelsey for you. Don't even worry about it. You feel me? You trying to be a rapper? You can go ahead and, you feel me, write her a new song. It's good. I got you. Don't even worry about it. As long as you come back to the Raiders and play football, okay? Yeah. Like, that's what we need you to do. Like, And this is the thing, right? This is the thing. I'm not trying to sit up here, and I get it with the whole astrology bullshit. You feel me? With the houses in the seventh sector. You feel me? I'm an Aries, right? You feel me? I read into astrology, but as soon as it told me I was an Aries, I stopped back right there. Cut the line. You feel me? I didn't go no deeper than that. I do not care. I don't care when the house is in the seventh sun and when the eclipse is on the fifth mountain, and I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't care. Okay. I stopped it right there. And that's where most people should stop right there. Just stop right there. Okay. Like my son said, stop right there. Okay. It's his new favorite saying right now. Stop right there. Stop right there.
Stop right there.
Now you're going to start to think that you be supposed to be manifesting in the darkness with candles and shit with a fucking muumuu on and slippers on one foot. And then you got a fucking hat that's like 90 degrees. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Okay.
No. You messed him up, man. Messed him up.
Like, I need y'all be doing too much, okay? Darren Waller, this is why football is needed, okay? Because obviously you going crazy without it. I'm just saying, you need to come back to football. That's
You're going crazy. Speaking of a dude who retired, we're going to jump to a dude who probably should retire by now, but Aaron Rodgers is not present in New York Jets OTAs. I would think that you would want to be there after, not playing all of last season. And you showcased how quickly you recovered from this said injury by throwing the football and doing all of the stuff that you did and never came back to play. So I would think that you would have been the first person ready to throw a football to your teammates come OTAs, and you are not doing it.
Are you in? Let's see. It's Friday, the 14th of June. Are you in like Brazil or something doing ayahuasca? Is that what we're doing? Did you go?
He must got that new ayahuasca going on.
You feel me? Did you go on with one of your new retreats or something like that? I don't know. Did you? I mean, because I know you got your witch girlfriend. I don't know if you're still together with her because you feel me?
Who you with now?
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know if he got a witch now or an enchantress or if he's fucking around with another. I don't know because he did come back from that Achilles injury pretty quickly. So I don't know if you feel me got in your seance. I don't know what the fuck you got going on.
Definitely a witch or something.
Come to practice. Come play football. Okay, that is what's needed here. Bring your ass back to football because we seen what happened the last time. You didn't want to fucking come and work with your receivers when you was in Green Bay. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you might want to bring your ass back and come play football. That's all I'm saying.
You might want to do it. Now let's get to one of my favorite things that I've seen on social media in the last 24 hours. Let's go.
Every one of them's
all right, that's okay.
No, my son's in tears. It's not okay. I didn't say that. Maybe you should just let him know because they're all in tears.
Is there a man here with you?
No.
Okay, so I do. I cuss a lot. I cuss in front of them. So look, I cuss a lot.
Every one of them's
all right, that's okay.
No, my son's in tears. It's not okay.
Is there a man here with you?
No, I'm here.
Is not a man here with you?
But I'm here. What does that matter?
Because
my son is leaving. I don't care. It's my son.
So tell them.
It's your mom here too. They all.
But I'll tell them that if they're not doing what they need to do, then yes, there's consequences to that. Yeah. If it takes that amount of time for when I tell a kid to do something and they're not doing what they're supposed to do, then there is consequences, like push-ups, like running laps,
like telling them to get away from your drill.
Like telling them to get out of my drill if they're not participating, doing right, get out of my drill, get out of my drill, or whatever it takes to get my drill.
Okay. I'm going to let you know that Marshawn Lynch camp is going to make several of the greatest basketball players we have ever seen. Okay?
Absolutely.
Just so you know.
A few football players thrown. I mean, a few baseball players thrown in there as well.
A couple baseball players as well. Listen here, parents. And like I said, this is Father's Day, so we might tie a couple things in it because he asked several times. Is there a man here with you? He asked that on purpose because a man would understand what his son is going through right now. Okay? When you are in football camp, there's going to be words thrown around and, look, you're going to be called a dumb motherfucker, slow motherfucker, you ain't shit. Get the fuck out my drill. All of this stuff is going to happen. My coach in 10th grade, when I broke my hand and I couldn't play the rest of the season because the doctor said, look, if you go out there and you re-break your hand and we got to put screws in it, you're not going to play football no more. I said, but my coach ain't going to like that. He was like, I don't know what to tell you. So I go to the office the next day with my cast on and tell the coach, yo, doctor said I got to sit out like 6-8 weeks, let this thing heal. And my coach looked me dead in the face. I was 15 years old. He looked me dead in my face and called me a pussy. That's what he did.
Oh, don't you just love football?
It is what it is, man. It is what it is. You got it. These things are, they're necessary for kids. Football teaches you discipline. Hold on. Like, what is this? Exactly. Like, if you don't, you send them to Marshawn Lynch camp and you don't know who Marshawn Lynch is, that's your fault.
Good with your big dog.
What's up, Rome? That's your fault. Okay? That's your fault. Marshawn Lynch is not somebody I expect to hold his tongue while talking to kids.
He's not. If you met him,
I mean, you know Marshawn Lynch. You know Beast Mode personally. I mean, would you expect that?
Man, okay, so look, check this out. Marshawn Lynch grew up in the same place, same area that I grew up. Not in the same area, but in the same general area, right? The Bay Area is very, very big, right? He grew up in Oakland, California. I grew up in San Jose, California, right? But I used to play football, Pop Warner football specifically, in Oakland. All right, we played in Oakland, we played in Hayward, we played all over East Bay. Okay, now Marshawn, he played for the Oakland Mighty Mites growing up. Okay, and if you know anything about the Oakland Mighty Mites, then you would know that that's where a lot of his coaching antics come from. Okay, and just like this comment said right here, this ain't no fucking Tim Tebow football camp. All right, this ain't no church football camp. It ain't gonna be out there praying and having seance circles and kumbaya circles. Okay,
nope.
In the Bay, we grow up a lot different. Okay, it's not. There's some real football coaches. Don't get me wrong, but a lot of them is street niggas that just love the game of football. Okay, and they're out here coaching. It's kind of what Marshawn is. I know he played in the league. I know he was professional, but that's a street nigga who's coaching the game of football, who just knows the game of football because he played, right? And
exactly.
was good enough to go to the league. Now, okay, check this out.
And if you think about some of the coaches he played for in the league,
then
you understand.
This is the thing, right? And this is the reason why, like Mel said, he asked, is there a man here with you on purpose? Because men understand the discipline it takes to enforce discipline in boys, or the tone it takes to enforce discipline in young boys.
Yep.
Trust me, I have a son. I have a little brother. My brother played football. It takes a different type of tone. It takes a different type of mentality to coach football, especially to coach boys. Boys do not listen. You have to make.
No, they don't.
Unfortunately, that's just what the fuck it is. Okay, so yeah, if a kid is in a drill and the coach has already told him 2 or 3 times, because that's what the parents miss. This is what a lot of the mamas miss right here, right?
Did you hear what he said?
I
can't rewind it or nothing, but he said it. He said, "Look, if I tell somebody 3 to 4 times and they don't get it,
that's what y'all miss right there, because y'all want to be up in y'all not on the field. Y'all don't understand what happens. Okay." You're in the stands, you're talking to the other moms, to the other sports parents and shit. Like, we get it. Stay up there in the parents' place, okay? Don't come down here on the field where you don't know what the fuck is going on. He done already told that boy 2 or 3, 4 or 5 fucking times. All right? He done already told him.
Let's say it. Look, let's just say it the way it would have been told to us. He done told that little motherfucker,
look,
4 or 5 times what he need to do.
And he still can't do it. So he got to get the fuck out of my drill.
Get the fuck out my drill.
It's that simple, right? The biggest thing about football is coaches don't like players who are uncoachable, right? Coaches don't like players who don't listen, right? And if you have a whole bunch of players who don't listen, you're not going to have a very good team.
Nope.
So if you can't listen in basic drills, there's no way you're gonna be listening on the field in game time. So if I'm asking your player to do something or your son to do something and he's not doing it, yeah, he got to get the fuck out of my drill. And the cool part about this is the reason why I love this video, because it always
That is all facts, Rome. Facts.
Yeah, that's facts, right? And honestly, that's the reason why he was asking for a man, because a man, like I said, a man is going to understand. A man isn't going to sit up there and argue going back and forth with Marshawn about how his son is being talked to, how his son is being coached. A man's not going to do that. A man is going to sit up there and look at his son like, nigga, you better fucking get right.
You got to get right.
On the bench.
Like, shout out, Tommy and Robbie Bowden, my coach Phil Martin. They told me straight up, you have to be coachable and you got to be a yes sir, no sir type of guy. That's it. Like, if you can do those two things, you'll succeed. You'll be fine. Got to be coachable. If you are not coachable, basketball is a totally different thing, where if you're super talented and you're not coachable, they'll figure it out. Because there's so many moving parts on the football field, you have to know how to work in concert with other people. It's the ultimate team sport.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not coachable, if you can't listen, if you can't pick up on things pretty quickly, football is not the sport for you.
It's not. You're not going to last very long. And it's the reason. And a lot of parents don't understand the reason why coaches are so hard. And the reason, and it's not basketball, it's not baseball. This is the reason why football is different. A lot of parents don't realize that the reason why their coach is so hard on you, the reason why he's yelling at your kid that fucking bad, the reason why if your kid is out there being ditzy headed and running around and like he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, is because he can get fucking hurt.
Or get somebody else hurt.
Or get somebody else seriously fucking hurt. Football is a dangerous fucking game. Okay? Like, it's a dangerous game. He can get hurt. He can get somebody else seriously hurt because he doesn't know what he's doing. So a lot of the times when coaches are yelling at this specific player or trying to get the specific player right, or they're tired of fucking telling this little motherfucker 3-4 fucking times to slide his foot this way, not that fucking way, and stop being so goddamn stagnant, because if you get caught fucking flat-footed, there goes your goddamn ACL. Like, that's how that translates. That's how that works. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's y'all can't, and this is the thing, that's the thing that I hate. If y'all gonna be parents, stay parents. Be a parent of the game. Buy your chips, buy the little waters, the Gatorades, and ice skate boo-boos when they get the fuck home. But other than that, stay off the field, stay out of the coach's box, stay out of the coach's area, stay out of the coach's ear. Because one thing you're not doing is helping. I promise you, you're not helping. You're not helping.
Let's do story time. I'm gonna do story time real quick.
Let's kick it.
When I was coaching out in Long Island, I was coaching the Copeg Eagles. I had this little kid played D-line. Soft. One of the biggest kids on the team. Soft. He would, every time he got hit, he would cry. His mother would come on the field.
One of those.
And just grab him and I said, leave him alone. Let him work this out.
Mm-hmm.
And look, this is why you can't. This is a deeper conversation.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go there. This is why single moms have a very hard problem when it comes to raising little boys into men and then putting them in sports like football, because you can't coddle them. You can't. You gotta let it happen. So I told his mother, I said, look, you go sit. I got this. I grabbed him. I told him. I looked him dead in his face. I said, look, you're one of the biggest kids on this field. You should not be crying when you get hit. You should have someone else crying when you hit them. It took him about 2 weeks practice, and I made sure I put him in the line of fire every single time. Mm-hmm. Boom, toughen him up. And I told him, I said, until you start to fight back, this is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you, he was the nastiest nose tackle we had, and in the league for the next 2 years that I had him. That little kid was crazy. He was an animal. because
So
he
you wanna go
realized,
crazy?
yo, I got to use what I got. He developed up a little attitude. He realized how strong he was, how big he was, and he used it. And his mother thanked me. His mother, after all of that, was like, thank you. Because he didn't have a male role model or somebody who actually teach him that. So, and it transferred over to school. He became a better student with it because he started to listen. He understood the discipline started to take place in everything that he was doing.
Start to kick in. And that's the biggest factor, right? Like a lot of people don't realize and understand, like when coaches have these kids, they're instilling life lessons within them, right? Like it's deeper than just them out there having them run around and hit people and stuff like that, right? It's instilling life lessons, right? And teaching them how to embrace their size and not be scared of the size. And a lot of the problems, a lot of the times, is a lot of moms with bigger sons teach them to be scared of their size, right?
Yep.
Because they're big, because they're so big, because they're so huge, right? And you have to be careful with your size, you have to be careful with this. And it's like you should be teaching them how to control and embrace their size, right? Through discipline, through work, through repetition, through technique, right? And I think that's the ultimate difference, right? So it goes to show that a lot of the times there are a lot of the things that y'all want these kids to do or y'all want these men or young men to do, it's in them. There was just nobody to unlock it. And that actually reminds me of a short story where it's just we're at practice, hot ass fucking day, doing double days. How double days go, right? Sacramento, everybody knows Sacramento's fucking hottest balls, right? And we had one of our it's crazy because he was a senior and he was an All-American junior as a lineman, right? But his senior year, my coach was on his when I tell you he was on his line, bro, like he would not let my boy breathe at all, right? But it was because he's seen a slack in it, right? He's seen not too no, it wasn't a big one, but it was a small one. And he was just like, bro,
Just enough. Just
that
enough.
shit is going to get exploited, right? And the problem was, and a lot of people were shocked to hear this, but it was his endurance. Now, mind you, 3-sport athlete, wrestler, football player, right? And he played water polo, which is crazy. So it's like big dude.
Shit.
That's some different shit. Big fucking dude, right? So it was just interesting that him of all people was out of shape, right? So literally from the start of the season, bro, like start of the season till damn near the end of the season, when everybody else was competing in line drills, when everybody else was doing 11-ons, when everybody else, it was him, it was my head coach TJ, and it was off to the side. And you want to know what they was doing? Running, bro. Running. That's all he was doing, bro, was running. Started with gassers, then it was liners. Then he had that man out there doing the laps, dog.
Gotta happen. Gotta do it.
Gotta happen. Gotta have that. He had that, bro. When I tell you, this man was the best shape of his fucking life. I promise you. He still maintains his size. That's the thing. He still maintains his size, but was moving, bro. Like from start to finish, first quarter to it didn't matter if we played 7 quarters, bro. Trained. His motor never stopped. And my coach came to him after the season. After we lost the championship game in the section finals, bro, lost the championship game. He came to him and he was like, "You seen how you never stopped, like at all? That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted." Next thing you knew, 5 D1 offers, bro.
It'll happen.
5 D1 offers. Come on. This is a guy who was undersized lineman who didn't get any looks his junior year. 5 D1 offers. And he didn't even take them because he didn't want to play football no more. But I'm trying to tell you, the way his mentality transformed, the way, because, he thought he was on top of the world. All-American junior, you feel me? Like, nah, coach was on his ass. Like, nah, you still got a lot to work on. Yeah, I'm going to get that out. I'm going to get that out for sure.
Okay. Now, let's get to the reason why everybody's here. So the thumbnail. The GOAT, Jerry Rice. Shout out to my boy Trent over there. This kind of spawned from his conversation he had with Randy Moss's son, and he asked Randy Moss's son, does he think his father is the GOAT? Of course, he said yes. I wouldn't expect anything less from that. That's not.
What's that mean? That's your pop. Absolutely,
Yeah,
you got to rock the pop.
I wouldn't expect anything less. But this is a deeper conversation, not just with Randy Moss. I've been hearing a lot of chatter amongst the new NFL people and
the new age media, these young cats, man.
Right. And them trying to compare stats and everything to Jerry Rice and what he is and what he is not. And, Randy Moss's son saying, oh, well, if my dad played with, 2 top 10 quarterbacks of all time and look at the numbers, imagine numbers he would have put up. I just want people to understand this. If you want, Joe Montana won a Super Bowl before Jerry Rice got there. He did. If you want to say Joe Montana, top 5 quarterback, top 10 quarterback of all time, yes, 100%. Steve Young is not that without Jerry Rice.
Definitely not.
So let's stop that. Okay. And when we're talking about the greatest wide receiver of all time, it's not even a debate. It is Jerry Rice, hands down, and nobody is even close.
Look at the numbers. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, it's not even close. And this isn't a debate that we should be having, but people want to have it. So I saw this pop up, and people was acting like this was. I guess people look at stats totally different than the way I look at stats. So we had this pop up. Hold on, I got to get the banner off of there real quick.
This is before age 30. That's interesting.
This is before age 30. To have 95 touchdowns. Where's it? I got to get this thing down. Hold on. Where's it at? There we go. He basically has 200 less catches. almost 40 more touchdowns and 1 less game than Antonio Brown. Dog, it's not even remotely close to comparable. It's not. Stop looking at numbers and just saying, oh, well, look at this. He's got more catches. He's got more catches and 200 less yards. Bro, and almost 40 more touchdowns before the age of 30. Mind you, Jerry Rice went to school for 4 years. Like, we not gonna sit here and act like, oh, well, Antonio Brown is just like, and he's just as good. And I like Antonio Brown. So this is not Antonio Brown slander that I'm throwing at you right now. What I'm trying to explain to you is the nonsense that Jerry Rice was on. These dudes are not on that. He played in a passing offense, not Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice was doing that while Roger Craig was still rushing for 1,100 yards and catching passes for like 800, 900 yards, while having John Taylor on the other side, Brent Jones playing fullback, and Tom Rathman playing fullback. Antonio Brown got to cook, and his only other, person he had to deal with every once in a while, Mike Wallace would catch a deep pass, and he had Le'Veon Bell for some time. But let's not get it twisted. You scamming? What are you scamming right now?
I'm just going crazy right now, bro, because I'm just trying. I'm trying to think like, are these niggas talking about Jesus, bro? Before 30, right? Are we trying to keep it before 30, right? They realized it was a two-time champion before he was 30.
Look, in a shortened NFL season, I forgot what year it was. I think the motherfucker scored 20 touchdowns in like 12 games.
He scored 22 in
22
12
touchdowns.
games with 65 receptions and still had 1,000 yards. Bro, this nigga was a Super Bowl MVP before he was 30.
He was a mutant, dog. Like you can't. This conversation is a non-starter for me.
Wait, because it gets better. Hold on, wait. Before 30, wait. Because he was already a Super Bowl MVP. He was Offensive Player of the Year. He was Super Bowl MVP, Offensive Player of the Year already, right? A 4-time Pro Bowler, right? An All-Pro 5 times. And he was getting MVP votes all before 30.
All before 30.
Are we talking about the same Jerry Rice?
That guy.
Can't, like, there's no way. There's absolutely no way, bro. This is the same guy who really averaged over 10 tugs.
And this is a guy like
10 years.
When we talk, when people love to talk about Randy Moss and all of his physical attributes, being 6'4", running the 4.3, having the moniker of getting Moss. He has all of those things. He is still not with all of those. Imagine if Jerry Rice had those measurables. Could you imagine if Jerry Rice ran a 4.3?
Oh my God, bro. Let's do after 30. Because he was putting up 1,300 yards at 30.
We can do it after 40 too.
You can put up after 42. He was putting up 1,200 yards at 40 years old, making Pro Bowls. Damn near 1,000 yards at 41. Like, what? Come on, guys. Are we serious? Are we serious? There's no way.
And
there's no way.
These conversations about who's the greatest wide receiver ever, it's Jerry Rice, and we've had these conversations before.
Most definitely.
It's Jerry Rice, 1. And number 2 is the one person that everybody continuously, at least in my opinion.
Everybody sleeps on him. I don't care.
Everybody just glosses over as if he never played football a day in his life.
I don't understand.
But Larry Fitzgerald is the second greatest wide receiver to ever play football.
Thank you. Why do you act like Larry Goat didn't fucking exist? This is the cool part. This is the craziest shit ever. Y'all really act like Larry Fitzgerald was not like in the league. And
they don't even mention Larry. It's weird. It's weird to me. They'd be like, oh, well, Randy Moss and T.O. And T.O.'s number 3. Just so we are all on the same page.
Just so everybody knows.
Okay? Like, this notion that Larry Fitzgerald is not to put Calvin Johnson before Larry Fitzgerald is a crime that should be punished by stoning if you say that.
Firing squad. Okay.
Firing squad. Because those two players are not comparable. Larry Fitzgerald is a better wide receiver than Calvin Johnson could ever wish to be.
And it's not even close. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. It's not even close.
It's not.
Calvin Johnson ain't even better than Steve Smith to me.
He's not better than Steve Smith. Calvin Johnson is not a top 10 wide receiver all time, and you would struggle to put him in the top 20.
Oh, you definitely would.
And we can have that conversation. Maybe we might have to, just to quiet the noise that's going around it. Because he's not better than Isaac Bruce.
Oh,
he's not better than Isaac Bruce. He's not better than Michael Irvin. Like, we can run the names down. All right? Like, let's be honest with ourselves. I know you like the nickname and all of that. Megatron. It sounds cool. He's the Damian Lillard of football. Or Damian Lillard is the Calvin Johnson of basketball. However you want to do it. They got the cool nickname, but neither one of them have done anything to garner all of the praise and respect that they get. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah. And with all due respect, right? Shout out to our boy Trent, man, and what he's doing over there. I understand that he has his own show and stuff like that. So shout out to our boy Trent doing big things over there. But with all due respect to young Thad Moss, man. Thad Moss, if you're watching, we'd love to have you on the show as a guest. The only question I'm asking him outright is this, bro. Why your dad ain't like the town? Ain't one enough big booty hookers out there for him or something like that? I know he's a southern boy. I know he like the fishing. We got good fishing out here in the Bay. All you got to do is ask. Lake Berryessa got some great bass. I know he liked to fish with the big mouth bass. Lake Berryessa got some good bass in there. We got Lake Comanche up here. All he had to do was ask, bro. I don't understand why he ain't fuck with the town like that. Okay? That's the only reason why. Like, why does he not consider himself? Why did he never consider himself? Why did he never want to be a part of the black and that's the only thing I gotta ask. That's it.
He would have been look. The problem I have with Randy Moss, and this is why I struggle with putting Randy Moss in the GOAT conversation. You can't turn your switch off when you're not getting the ball. What makes Larry Fitzgerald so amazing is that he was an integral part of the run game and how he blocked. Mm-hmm. Same thing with Jerry Rice. Same thing with Michael Irvin and all the T.O. Like, there's a lot to playing wide receivers, not just catching passes.
There you go.
And there was D-backs will tell you, like, we knew when it was a run play because there were times he wouldn't even leave the line of scrimmage.
Mm-hmm.
And literally. I can't support that.
Literally. Like, there were literally times as a DB where I know it's like, oh, it's a run. It's a run. Look at the stance.
Yeah.
You can tell by the stance. Look at the stance. It's a run.
Yeah.
I got to breathe in this play.
And that's unacceptable. Can't do it.
Yeah, can't do that. As a Hall of Fame, as somebody who's supposed to be looked at as a GOAT, as somebody who's supposed to be looked at as top 5, and when we have receivers that literally gloat and brag about blocking, that got to be you as a legend.
Yeah. You know who's another person that gets completely overlooked? And these are my guys. Like, I play wide receiver, so I pay attention to wide receivers. Calvin Johnson is not better than Anquan Boldin.
Oh, what? Bro, I don't think a lot of people remember that this man actually, like, literally broke his whole face. Like,
thank you, Kurt Warner.
Like, do y'all remember that? He broke his whole shit. Like, all of this he had to have a reconstructive surgery on this whole thing.
Slant route that literally Kurt Warner threw a medicine ball.
Like, and still came back to be like him.
Jello and juice diet right after that.
Come on now.
Like,
and came back to be him.
Yeah, these are names. You just tell me. I've noticed the Jerry Rice segment, but I hate Calvin Johnson this much that I need to do this.
I'm with him.
Yeah, this is what we're gonna do. Michael Irvin, we already said no. Hines Ward.
No. Super Bowl MVP.
Mm-hmm. Jimmy Smith.
No.
A lot of people don't know about Jimmy Smith.
A lot of people don't know about Jimmy Smith, though.
Right. Antonio Brown.
No. I'm not even gonna lie to you. No.
Yep. Brandon Marshall.
No, because you got to think, a lot of people forget late.
Brandon Marshall had about a 6-year run where he was nuts.
And people forget when he came back from all of his shit that he was dealing with outside of football, and the nigga was still going crazy. Late Brandon Marshall might be the most slept on receiver of all time.
Yeah. I'm going to give 2 names. These 2 names, y'all ain't got it yet. I don't even need an answer. It is what it is. These are just my 2 niggas that I will not put Calvin Johnson in front of, because y'all wouldn't even know him once I say it anyway. But that's Irvin Fryer and Art Monk.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely not.
Don't even worry about that. Steve Largent, I'm not even going to bring that name up. That's a fuck no. Andre Reed, no. Torrey Holt, no.
No. Greatest on turf.
Look, Henry Ellard, he owns a special place in my heart, so that's a no. I said Anquan Boldin, Chris Carter. This is a good one. Yeah. And Julio Jones.
I'm not gonna lie, it's close.
It's closer than people think
It is because Julio dropped too many fucking touchdowns for me, bro. Oh,
Right. Julio don't get in the end zone. For whatever reason, he just can't get in the fucking end zone.
fucking stand it. That shit gets on my nerves. God damn. I would probably be more.
We'll say no. We'll give him a win.
Yeah, I would be more inclined to lean towards Calvin in that one. I'm not gonna lie to you.
We'll give him a win. Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne.
No.
Right. We already said no to Steve Smith. Tim Brown, I'm not bringing that up because we already know the answer to that. Isaac Bruce, hell no. I said Chris Carter. Like, those are all of them.
James Lofton.
All of them. Better. I don't like bringing up old wide receivers because these new niggas don't know the old heads and don't realize how amazing a nigga like James Lofton is.
Man, I give y'all a nigga who playing right now. And I've been saying this shit for the longest. Y'all motherfuckers trying to say, oh, Stephon Diggs better. No, he's not. Mike Evans, nigga.
Yeah.
Consecutive band plus receiving since the nigga been in the league.
Look, I'll name he's not better than fucking Tay.
Oh, fuck no. And Tay coming for that. And Tay coming for his ass, bro. Tay is coming for his ass, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if Tay passed him this year.
Like, honestly. Calvin Johnson is just this mythical creature that everybody seems to love. And there isn't any real evidence on why you should. He had one really dope season. I'm not going to take that one season away from him. It was really dope. But that's it.
You want to know what's crazy? Is the fact that I see, well, there's one tight end that's on your ass. I ain't going to lie to you, Calvin. So you feel me? But I see 1, 2, 4 tight ends that are above Calvin Johnson as far as receiving yards.
I wasn't gonna bring tight ends up
because I mean Jason Witten, like Tony Gonzalez, Antonio Gates, like brother, these are tight ends. Nigga.
Travis Kelce on his ass.
I was gonna say Travis Kelce on your ass, boy. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, y'all think.
Like, when you talk about Jerry Rice, like, you gotta put this shit into context. The man has, where is his total catches? 15, he has basically 1,549 catches for 22,895 yards, averaging 15 yards a catch, 197 touchdowns. That is ignorant. And the next closest person is Larry Fitzgerald, and he's basically 6,000 yards away.
You want to know what's crazy? Because Mel said it earlier, but Jerry Rice did this in a running offense.
And a short pass offense, too. It wasn't like he was running downfield. He did this shit on slants and curls.
On slants and curls and comebacks and out routes and in routes and digs and whip routes and shit.
With the occasional post.
I was going to say with the occasional post route.
Oh, speaking of Thad Moss, and he did tell a lie. He did tell one lie. He told a lie. He said his father told him, so I can't really blame him. This is what your father told you. Shout out to Randy Moss on Father's Day. He said that they invented the cover 4 because of him. Now, I did my research. I did some digging because I was like, I know I ran the cover 4 in high school. So I was like, let me do some work here. Let me do some work. So the earliest like documentation that I can really say that the NFL was running the cover 4 started with the Minnesota Vikings, not the Green Bay Packers. Sorry, the Green Bay Packers, the 95-96 season. that was 3 years before Randy Moss got to the NFL.
That's 3 years before he got drafted, though. And I don't think that really has any basis to it because
it doesn't. I just think he wanted to sound cool to his son.
Yeah, because the cover four is, at least me, the way I use it, cover four is a run stopping defense.
Like I remember running in high school. So
yeah, like I remember we ran the cover four in high school, like
because that's the easiest. That's the easiest coverage to teach.
Yeah, it's the
kids.
Easiest coverage. You dropping the quarters, but if you get a look from two, then fly to the flat because there's something's coming in. Like, I mean, it honestly, yeah, we ran cover four as a run stop defense. We didn't run that shit as no type of prevent or type of stay deep defense. Like, nah, we're just gonna run cover three.
Right.
Cover three the Kaiser. Nigga, throw that shit right into our fucking coverage.
So he lied about that. So don't lie to your kids because then they're gonna go on a podcast and say what you told them, and they're gonna look crazy.
My dad told me this, so I'm gonna run with it. Like, yeah, no, I don't know if the dad was right. And you want to know what's crazy about his statement about quarterbacks? It's like, yeah, he played with Joe Montana, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Your dad played with the best quarterback of all time.
Right, but see, that was gonna be the second part of this. We're not gonna act as if Randy Moss did not play with good quarterbacks and Jerry Rice only played with good quarterbacks because he caught for over 1,000 yards with. Hold on, let's do it right now. Let's do it right now because that people like to omit things when they're talking. So when he was on the Raiders, his quarterback from 01 to 03, I believe was Rich Gannon.
Could have swore Rich Gannon was the MVP.
Let's see. Offense.
I know you niggas was upset. Let me see. Hold on. Let's go with that first year.
Rich Gannon. It was Rich Gannon.
Yeah.
It was old Rich Gannon too. So the one I want to know, who was his damn quarterback when he went to the Seahawks?
When he went to this, that's a good question because they was.
So we got Rich Gannon, Matt Hasselbeck.
Oh, that's when they had Matt. That was young Matt Hasselbeck before they got Sean Alexander.
Yeah. And we gotta understand, the years he played with Steve Young, Steve Young got cut by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for a reason. Okay?
Steve Young didn't last that long for his prime, at least. Didn't last that long for that said reason.
So, didn't he play with Jeff Garcia too?
Yeah, he did.
So you gonna tell me Jeff Garcia is a good ass quarterback? How about Elvis Grbac?
Because we had Jeff Garcia as a Raider. That nigga wasn't good at all.
Randy Moss played with Dante Culpepper. I don't care what you want to say. If there was, how we say Tyreek Hill and Patrick Mahomes is like the perfect marriage?
Yep.
That was Dante Culpepper and Randy Moss.
Literally. Y'all forget the stuff that he did. That's the reason why he was revered and regarded as a top receiver when he was in the league, is because of Dante Culpepper and that arm, that the fucking cannon arm he had.
He literally just told him, yeah, just chuck it up there, dog. I got it. I'll go get it. And he had Randall Cunningham. We're not going to act like Randall Cunningham wasn't there either. Hey, come on now.
I mean, look, yeah, Randall led him to a 13-1 record.
Yeah, he did.
I could have swore if Randy Moss put up 13,000 yards, or put up 1,300 yards in his rookie season with Randall Cunningham. Mel got to get his lighting right. He's going to fix his lighting and stuff like that. But I mean, the next year, another 1,400-yard season.
Got dark in here for a second.
With some guy named Jeff George. Come on, guys. Come on,
No, Jeff George was look.
Jeff, I say some guy, but I really mean Jeff. Like Jeff George was like that. You
Yeah,
feel me?
Jeff
Like,
George was like, I don't care what nobody. Jeff George had, y'all love to talk about arm talent. Jeff George was one of them.
like y'all realize Dante Culpepper did led them to
No,
11.
that's a good one. No,
Keenan
Keenan McCardle.
Yep.
Yeah. Forgot about Keenan McCardle. Like, there's a bunch of wide receivers. Like, we're going to have to do that. That'll be the next show.
Almost definitely.
We'll do our top 10.
We'll have to get into our top 10. We'll go by every position again just to make sure that people know.
Yeah. It's top 10 season. We're gonna do that. So, like I said, we want to get into some Father's Day stuff before we get up out of here. Shout out to everybody, all the fathers that are listening and watching. We appreciate all the hard work that you guys do, even though, if don't nobody care, inside the huddle care.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We know all the hard work that, guys do that goes unseen, whether it is you working your 2 jobs and, providing for the fam and doing all of those things. We appreciate the work. We appreciate that hard work, raising the kids, helping raise the kids, and all of that good stuff. Supplying the discipline needed to these little bastards because they need it.
Definitely.
The world is effed up. So kids need very good, stable, functioning, present fathers.
Most definitely. I think it's important, right? Especially during Men's Mental Health Month. I know a lot of people are trying to make it difficult for us to get the proper recognition for our month, but I will not let it fall. I do not care who else shares this month with us. This is our month. We were here first, so yeah. I think we give, like I said on Gentleman's Talk yesterday, Wednesdays, 5:45. We get precedent, okay? So for all the fathers out there, we understand that you guys go through a lot. You're the bank, you're the protector, you're the security guard, you're the disciplinarian, you're the bad guy, right? But it's all needed because we see how a lot of these kids, grow up without father figures or just men in their lives, period. And we see how the outlook that has on the world. So keep doing what the fuck y'all doing. Keep showing up even though people don't want you to show up. Keep being dads even though people don't want us to be dads, because we make the world go around. I don't care what anybody says. And to all the men that are out here going through something during Men's Mental Health Month, just know that you are loved, that you have somebody to talk to, that you can reach out and get the help that you need. Because I know a lot of times, just like fathers, men go through a lot of things. Men, young boys go through a lot of things every single day that people don't necessarily want them to talk about or allow them to talk about and express their feelings. And with the male and young boy suicide rate, the rate that it is, I think that it should be talked about more and not glossed over or even shared with another group that has their own struggles and has their own fights to deal with. So shout out to all the men. It's your month and you guys deserve it.
You deserve it, and just like Moody said, like you gotta get a circle of men. Don't hold it in. You got to talk. You know what I mean? Jerry Rice is a dog. Yes, sir. Like one of the OG dogs. His son, Brendan gonna be a monster.
And I'm so upset that everybody let him fall to the motherfucking Niners at all goddamn places.
He went to the Chargers.
Oh no, to the Chargers. Yeah, sorry, to the Chargers because that's even worse.
T.O.'s son went to the 49ers.
That's even worse for me because why? We couldn't get not one of the. We couldn't get no fan. Come on, like Marvin Harrison, no. T.O. Jr., no. Jerry Rice Jr., no. Like, can we get somebody's second legacy, please? Just somebody's. Shador.
Right. And that's what I want to talk about. That was the next leg of this is best. We're gonna keep the Mannings out of this because that's a cheat code. Shout out to Archie with Peyton and Eli. Let's give a shout out to all the father-son duos that have played in the NFL. Give me some of your favorites.
A lot of father-son duos. Let me see. Keeping the Mannings out of it, of course.
Keep the Mannings out of it because we already know those.
Let me
I'll go Bruce Matthews, and we got Clay. I forgot the other one. Is Bruce Matthews, Clay Matthews? What is the other damn brother's name? Well, that whole lineage of the Matthews family. There's like 5 of those bastards.
Yeah. The Longs. Howie Long, Jake Long.
Oh yeah, Chris Long.
Yeah, those are my guys, man. I wish we could have got one of those. Like I said, wish we could have got one of them on the Raiders. But they turned out to be some great players in the league, and I wish definitely could have wished we had at least one of them. At least
right.
One of them.
You got Patrick Surtain Jr. and Senior. Who else? We got Marvin Harrison Jr. and Senior now.
Yeah, Marvin Harrison Jr. and Senior. Let me see.
We got we said T.O., Jerry. There was Ronnie
Sean and Ed Hockley.
Right. And then Ronnie Lott's son, I did not because he doesn't have Ronnie Lott's last name.
Oh yeah, Ryan Neese.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's a solid player too. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, he's solid. I didn't even know when
all the brothers, Pharrell Edmonds.
Yep. Who else?
Craig Hayward. Shout out to my boy Craig Hayward and Cam Hayward. And then they're the youngest son. I think he's another Hayward, but he plays either tight end or fullback. But the Steelers as well. So shout out to him.
You got the Boses.
Yeah.
There's a bunch, honestly. Like football is probably, when it comes to legacy, football probably does it more often than any other sport.
Definitely. I think so too. Mark Ingram.
Yep,
both.
Mark Ingram.
Mark Ingram Sr., Mark Ingram Jr. I know a lot of people probably don't remember him, but Bobby Humphries.
Humphrey is my dude. Look,
Daddy Marlon Humphries. Yeah, that boy, Bobby was crazy.
That was my guy. Like, you go back, watch him. We play running back, boy. He's one of them. Oh, let's see. If I can pull up a couple. Let's see what we got. NFL.
Rob Ryan. Shout out to Rob Ryan. I understand that he's he's on the Raider staff. So shout out to my boy Rob Ryan. You feel me? Or is that right? Them niggas, I don't know, but they look alike. So one of them niggas is on there. So I appreciate you for giving your expertise for the Raiders. We're gonna need it.
Oh, well, they did it on the NFL thing. They did father and son. Oh, it was Clay Matthews. Casey was the other Matthews.
Oh yeah, Casey Matthews. That's right. Orlando Brown Jr.
Yep.
Even though your son played football for some reason after he got all that money, I don't know what the fuck going on. You might want to talk to him.
Yep. Walter and Jarrett Payton.
True. Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, hey, we forgetting the McCaffreys. Shout out to Ed McCaffrey.
Shout out to Ed McCaffrey. Yeah, because he out here creating mutants.
Saying freaks in nature and stuff, man. I see you, Ed.
Yep, Craig and Cameron Hayward. Oliver and Andrew Luck. That is a new one for me.
Oh yeah, Andrew Luck's daddy did play in the league, huh?
That's a new one. Totally did not know that one. Tony and Anthony Dorsett.
Asante Samuel, even though your son's supposed to be a Raider, but that's okay.
Yep. Don Hasselbeck with Matt and Tim.
True. Joe Horn. Shout out to your boy JC. I want to hear him on the radio. We didn't get it.
Jamal Adams did not know his father was George Adams. That is
word.
Did not know that.
Wow. Okay, Jamal. Maybe that's why you move like your feet in the sand, because your daddy was the same way.
Like that. Did not know that. Gino and Gene Atkins.
Gino and Gene Atkins. Yep, that's right.
The Shulers. Don, David, and Mike.
Yeah, shout out to the Shulers, man.
We got Bobby Humphrey. We got the Ingrams. This one I did not know. Robert Jones is Zay Jones and Caleb Jones' father.
Word. I might pull up
Did
this
not know that.
That's crazy.
We got the Shanahans. Terry, I did not know Terry Robisky's son was Brian Robisky. Way to go. Did not know that.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We got the Greasies, Bob and Brian.
Wow. Steve
Terry
Jordan.
Metcalf. Yeah, we got Terry Metcalf and Eric Metcalf.
Of course.
And then we can add Eric into that because that's his nephew.
Yep. You know, Steve Jordan is Cameron Jordan's dad?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Matthew Slater and Jackie Slater. It's crazy that your pops is an offensive lineman and you end up playing wide receiver.
That is kind of crazy, though.
It never happens like that.
It literally never does.
Steve Jordan and Cameron Jordan.
That was crazy.
That's another one because I guess Cameron Jordan big enough to play tight end, but his dad was a dope ass tight end.
I was gonna say his dad was a dope tight end. I mean, but at the same time, Cam Jordan does move really good for his size.
Yeah.
So I don't know where that comes from.
This is he playing now? Oh no, he's not playing no more. I was about to say nigga, because Ricky Prohl and Austin Prohl. I didn't know his son played in the league.
Oh yeah, I see that. Wow, his son did play in the league. That's crazy.
Jesse and Justin Tuggle are because he was a monster at fucking Clemson.
Woo! Crazy.
Yeah. Chris Sims, Matt Sims.
Yep, them Sims boys.
Rashard and Brett Perryman.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Orlando Brown. Both them big bastards.
Big motherfuckers.
This may be weird, but I didn't know this. But Mario Edwards, I did not know that was his father. I just thought it was ironically they had the same name.
Same. I was like, I didn't think that was his dad, but
I didn't. That's wild.
That was a DB though. Like
he's like, how did you create a defensive lineman?
You feel me? What was happening? How did that? Hey, man, I see you, dog. Shit, because Mario Edwards was pretty solid. You feel me? We had him for a little bit.
Damn. Even Devin Bush, I did not think that was his father. Fuck. I got to catch up. Devin Bush played for the Falcons. I did not know that Devin Bush that plays linebacker for the daggone Steelers, that was his father.
Wow. Probably should have did more research on that one. I ain't gonna lie to you because I definitely didn't know that either. I
did not know this. I don't know who is Chris Wilson, but apparently, he was a coach, so that's why. All right, but his son is Caleb Wilson. We got the Surtains, the Samuels. Armani Rogers is T. Martin's son.
What the Feezy?
I did not know.
The same T. Martin they played for the Raiders? That's wild.
I did not know that. That's crazy.
No way.
Yeah. J.C. Horn is Joe Horn's son. I did not know that.
Yeah, I remember. I remember hearing about that as soon as J.C. Horn got drafted. The owner of the Panthers, the owner of the Falcons came up and he was just like, yeah, it was hell playing against your dad every single goddamn year because his dad played for the Saints. He was like, "You know my daddy?" He was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Do you even know who I am?" And he was like, "Yeah, I do." He was like, "Oh
No,
shit, okay." So yeah, it was just a funny moment. But I was like, "Oh yeah, dude, it's fucking crazy."
I did not know that. Well, I knew Quentin Lake was Carnell Lake's son. I knew that.
Yeah,
Like this, yeah. No, there's a bunch of them. There's
yeah,
a bunch I didn't know.
yeah. NFL legacies, man. I love to see it, man. I love to see it. Love to hear it, man. Keep it going. Shit, keep it going. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta understand that it's not even just the NFL. Definitely is the UFL too, because I think that Moss still plays in the UFL. No,
Which is crazy. He's not in the NFL.
yeah, wild. Because I think he's actually like a solid tight end, but doesn't we'll see. But I know a lot of legacy players are also playing in the UFL as well. So shout out to those players and those fathers as well too.
So shout out to all the pops, man. Keep doing your thing. It's a tough job. It's a thankless job.
Yes, it is.
You know what I mean? Because everything that you do, people will just expect you to do it.
Yeah, it's kind of it's a job, is what they say, right?
Comes with the job, man. But we love you over here. We appreciate you over here. Let's see what else we got cooking in the den over here. We got let's see. I had speaking. Okay, we was talking about wide receivers. We can get into this real quick. What do you think Jeddah's contract does to the Jamar Chases, the Jalen Waddles? Because there's some young, dynamic wide receivers that are going. What does that do?
This is very interesting. I'm not gonna lie to you. Main reason being is it's like we were talking about a little bit last week. It's probably gonna set the precedent to what CD's gonna end up getting or gonna try to attempt to get. That's hilarious, by the way.
That is hilarious, right?
Oh shit. But yeah, it's gonna basically send or set up to what CD's gonna try to get. Which
now,
is probably
he's talking about Trevor Lawrence. We was talking about this the other day.
Oh yeah, same thing. That's even more funny. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but it's probably gonna try to set up to what C is gonna try to get. Jamar's probably was probably gonna get more than Jay Jeddah's anyway, or around the same thing anyway. So I'm not really surprised. I'm not gonna really be surprised what Jamar gets, but to me, it's gonna be what CD gets and what Waddle was going to want, or what CD's going to ask for, what Waddle's going to ask for, and then how that's going to trickle over into what they're going to pay Micah Parsons, because it's already looking like they're not going to pay that
again. I mean, it gets. I think what happens is it gets kind of weird in that wide receiver market, because now, what does a guy like Tyreek Hill ask for?
Exactly. That's the biggest. I think. And Tyreek Hill, T. Higgins still hasn't got his contract, and we know he wants his contract as well. So,
what and there's this. I mean, there's a bunch. There's not say a bunch, but there's going to be some young guys that's going to demand a lot of bread if this is what you're doing right now, because DJ Moore gonna hit the market at the end of this season. You got DJ Moore. You got
Brandon Ayuk still looking for a new contract.
Ayuk's gonna want bread. He's gonna want money.
I think what Jay Jeddah's got, he's definitely gonna want some chicken.
Diggs is gonna want some. He's gonna want more money.
Diggs is gonna want some more money. Tay's deal's probably
gonna want money.
He's gonna want some more money. And then you got to think about all these other receivers that are coming up. Garrett Wilson, offensive year, he's gonna want some bread. If everybody's saying Jackson Smith and Jigba's supposed to have his big year, he's probably gonna want some bread. DK Metcalf's gonna want some more bread.
He's probably gonna want some money.
Yep, that's what DK's gonna want. He's gonna want more chicken. Olave in New Orleans is gonna want some bread coming up. So
yeah.
It's gonna be a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot. This is probably gonna be one of them ones where everybody's gonna look at Jay Jeddah's contract and be like, Yeah, I need
Shit.
that.
AJ Brown.
Yeah, man. I mean, what he just signed to, shit, that looks minuscule to what freaking.
He's gonna probably want to restructure. He's gonna probably want to restructure sometime soon.
Yeah, which is probably, and that's honestly, if you read the reports, that's what he was waiting for. He was waiting for Jay Jettis to get his deal so he can go off of that deal. So it's gonna get dicey for a lot of people. Y'all gonna have to throw some chicken around. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And
Throw some chicken.
how we have this conversation, I'm probably have to find Wayne so we can have this conversation again. Running backs. When do they get their just due?
That's a good question because
I think the next couple years, the running backs that are going to be entering the league they're going to be difference makers. Like we've seen it already with a guy like Bijan Robinson. We've seen it with Jahmyr Gibbs. Like we're seeing it with these multi-talented guys. Are you going to pay them like wide receivers?
Or are you going to play them like how all these other running backs were getting paid and have them be sitting out? Because now, like you said, you got the Bijans, right? You got the Jahmyr Gibbs, right? And then you're going to have the whoever the new young running backs that are going to come up, right? Because Josh Jacobs had to reset the market. You got Saquon still, right?
I like homie, not Brees Hall, but the rookie kid that they got with the Jets from Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
He
we don't.
He's gonna be a problem.
And I think that shit's so unfair, bro, because the running back position is just getting so fucking watered down now, and it's still one of the most important fucking positions on the field. Like, y'all act like these guys aren't important, and you can just rotate and just throw guys in there. But obviously, we've seen what one guy brings and how the other guy brings, and it's clearly not the same thing. So you can definitely say that this guy definitely deserves his just desserts or his paycheck or the money that he's worth. But because of the lifespan of the running back, they don't get that. So
I think it's funny. The lifespan thing is kind of funny to me because it's not the lifespan because the running backs are old. It's because you refuse to pay them.
Literally. That's literally it. You refuse to pay them their worth at the pinnacle peak or at the peak of their career when they're worth it the most. And you want to wait till after and try to give them this money. And it's just like, well, what did you do for me lately? And it's like, obviously, motherfucker, not shit, because look what I did for you, nigga, the first 7 years I was here. Like,
yeah. I think running back is a different position than wide receiver or quarterback. Or I think after 4 years, if you sign that running back to a long-term deal, that's a better long-term deal than you would get from anyone else. Because that running back, that deal is going to be cap friendly, and you'll never because it's within your best interest, in my opinion. We already see it right now. The Cowboys brought Zeke back. If you just would have signed Zeke to a long-term deal, you never have to get rid of him.
It works better in your favor. Honestly, it works better in your favor, not only roster-wise, but monetary-wise, because now you have a set base to where you can work around that. And with the new money that's coming in, with the new deal and everything like that, now because he has his money throughout this time period, now we can work on getting him paid, because we know his contract is right there. Or you can even restructure it, just like they did with Patrick Mahomes.
Yep, and I feel like you don't have to, even if you have to give him a pay increase, the pay increase isn't as astronomical as trying to give a quarterback or a wide receiver a pay raise.
Exactly. So in the case of the extension, now you don't have to sit up there and cash out with like you would do a quarterback or like you would do a receiver or like even you would do like a linebacker or a defensive player. Like now you can sit up there and give them ample money with the extension and at the same time keep them on contract. It's just like what the Raiders are doing with Max Crosby, right? He's still on contract from prior, but they gave him an extension so that he still gets all of the money that he wants and that he needs, but now they have him on roster for a long time, so they can still go out and still pay the money, still pay all these other players. And this is even before Jimmy Garoppolo's contract gets X'd out or comes back to the Raiders. So now they're going to get 17, 18 more million on top of the 35.6 million that they already have.
Mm-hmm. And it's like if you extend that running back out 6-7 years, whatever it may be, and you draft another running back, and then you find out, 3-4 years in that we can either tandem these two, or you can then X out the older back. But the young back has already proven he can take the load over. That was the problem with Dallas. They thought Tony Pollard was ready, and he wasn't ready.
Mm-hmm. We screamed that.
We screamed it.
The mountaintop all season. We literally said it all season. Y'all heard it here on Inside the Fucking Huddle first. I don't want to hear it talking about nobody else. We literally said this all season. All season. As soon as this trade talk started about Zeke, Tony Pollard, he's a 4-down back. We literally sat here and told y'all, no, he is not. Y'all have to keep that 1-2 punch together if y'all want any chance of going far in the fucking Super Bowl or going far in the playoffs. And what did y'all do?
Yep.
Only to bring
Ezekiel Elliott sitting there like Thanos. Said you couldn't live with your failure. And what did that do?
Collecting them rings, like, you feel me? Them gemstones, like, you couldn't live with your failure, man. What did that bring you? Right back to me, man. Let's go ahead and get this money, man. You feel me? I'm sitting up here.
You should have just gave him his chicken from the beginning. We wouldn't have this problem.
I'm trying to tell you, extend, and you got to play the long game. Extend them out to where your money works for you, but you still have enough money in the process to sign all these other guys. That's how it works.
Because basically you got fleeced by Tony Pollard.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And all that money you gave Dak.
Oh, the money you gave Dak is ridiculous. Like, we could do a whole show on the stupid shit that the Dallas Cowboys did. Oh, and what they're about to do.
I think we a week's worth of content. Like literally a week's worth of content based on the show to find out. Like based off all the dumb shit the Cowboys do and have done.
Yeah. So that's not even, and that still wouldn't even tip the iceberg for us. With mini camps approaching, give me okay. No, but we'll tap in with my new favorite team. What happened here? Falcons whole organization getting fined for tampering. Who did tamper?
That is true. Yep, that is true.
Who was they tampering with? What happened? Who did it?
That whole Kurt Warner thing or Kirk Cousins thing. I guess they talked to him a little too early, and they're getting fined and they're getting draft pick taken away.
That's why they asked drafted motherfucking.
Yeah, that's why they drafted. What's his name? That's why they drafted Michael Penix because they knew.
Yeah, they was like, look, we're not going to have no picks the next couple of years because this is bullshit.
We're not going to be business. So might as well take it down.
So, I told y'all my new favorite team is the Houston Texans. And given that they're my new favorite team, they're probably going to flame out this year, and just totally shit the bed. But I hope not. But C.J. Stroud came out and said he is the third best quarterback in the NFL.
A lot of people, man. Hey,
he said he's better than Joe Burrow. He's better than Justin Herbert. He's better than Aaron Rodgers. He said it. He's like, hey, he's standing on business right now.
I was going to say, you better talk your shit, young boy. What?
He said the only two quarterbacks better than him, Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes.
Hey, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I respect it, dog. Talk your shit, dog. What the fuck? Talk your motherfucking shit, bro. I'm not even gonna be mad at you and be like, hey.
Hey, look. I am a Texans fan this year. I'm just letting everybody know this now. So we're gonna lead most of the shows with the Texans and the Raiders. Just understand that.
That's what it is.
And Washington. So,
hey man, I know a lot of people that probably did not like that. First of all, shout out to our resident DJ Michael B, because I know he's probably loving that comment right now. But hey, you feel me? He come in rookie year, offensive player of the year. You feel me? Or offensive rookie of the year. You know what I'm saying? Win a playoff game, a big playoff game.
Big playoff game.
Like shit, he talking shit, man.
Hey, look, look because I have adopted this team. I've adopted them. These are my adopted children now. So he said it because I think the question was, does he feel he's better than Josh Allen or something like that? And he said, hell yeah.
I think he's better than Josh Allen too. Shit.
So, hey, I love the confidence. Like I told you, he made me a fan. So I'm not, but like I can't even say fan no more. Thank you, Kendrick, freaky ass nigga. I can't even say it. I can't even say fan no more. Thank you.
Oh shit, I'm crying, man.
So I am a supporter of CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans.
Hey man, shout out to CJ Stroud, man. That boy out here coming for some things, man. I better put some respect on his name. You feel me? Before, and I ain't gonna lie to you, he got one 300-yard game this year before I start calling him by his government name. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What is his government?
When I start calling him by his government name, he has arrived and he is officially him, and there's nothing that y'all can say. If he win MVP, oh yeah, he's government name forever in the day. I do not care. Coleridge Bernard Stroud the fourth. Okay, and I will be saying
his name.
That's his whole name. I'm telling you, and I will be saying that. Hey, tell him 1 300-yard game, boy. 1 300-yard game. It's up. It's up. My boy Coleridge coming for you niggas' neck. Boy, stop playing.
Coleridge Bernard Stroud the fourth.
The fourth, nigga. Yeah. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all better stop playing.
He is no longer CJ to me. He is Coleridge Bernard Stroud the fourth.
You feel me?
The fact that there was 3 of those is crazy.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Coleridge is the blackest name I've ever heard in my entire life.
You love it. Coleridge Bernard. I love that. Okay.
I don't even know why he go by CJ. Fuck that.
Man, I'm trying to tell you. What?
That is Coleridge from now on now.
Can call Tom Brady Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr., then goddamn it, Coleridge Bernard Stroud the fourth. You feel me?
Yeah. That's it. That is it. He's no longer CJ to me.
Trying to tell you. Trying to tell
All
you.
right.
Got to clean that boy up, man. You feel me? Yeah. That's Coleridge.
Yeah.
You better
All right, Coleridge. This is the Coleridge and the Houston Texans. My Super Bowl pick.
And you got to be him to be government named, okay? This is the reason why I call that guy right there Wardell, okay? Wardell, okay? You got to be him. Hey, Coleridge out there balling. He's him, all right? That's it. That's it. That's all.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna drum it up. I'm gonna get the Coleridge. He's him. Every week we're gonna pick one player who we get to call by their government name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but you got to ball out though. You got to ball out.
You got to have a crazy ass motherfucking day. You feel me? Like the NFL, like the tweet says on X or Twitter, wherever y'all want to call it now. NFL be coming on, they tweet and have a day. You got to have one of those.
You got to have one of these. Since Jerry Rice, before we get out of here, since Jerry Rice was the thumbnail for today, you got to have one of these games.
Yeah,
Jerry Rice had this game in 1990, Week 5 against the Atlanta Falcons. 13 catches, 255 yards, and 5 touchdowns. You get one of those, government name.
Government name. That's what it is. Have a day, son. You have a day. Featured on the He's Him segment. That's what it is.
He's him. I'm gonna get the thumbnail ready.
We'll get the thumbnail ready. We're gonna get it all chopped up and screwed up. Present it to y'all just like that, man.
Yeah, because we got the Mel You Wildin' Award. Now we got the Moolage He's Him Award.
He's Him Award. You feel me? You get called by your government name, and we gonna shout you out. That's what it is, man.
That's we're gonna do it. Like I said to all the fathers, because we're gonna get up out of here. Enjoy. This is your weekend, fathers. Make them women take you to breakfast, lunch, brunch, dinner, whatever it may be. This is
Yeah.
your day.
You go get mimosas, man.
You go get your mimosas. Whatever it is your fancy, you live it up. This is your weekend. You earned it. Those 60 hours a week that you work in the sun, on a truck, in a car, whatever it is that you do, kick your feet up, enjoy it, have a weekend, have a day. We might do like a special presentation on Father's Day.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. And for all the single fathers out there, I know a lot of these single ladies, you know what I'm saying, during Mother's Day or during Father's Day, try to make it they doing both jobs. And I'm a single mom, I'm a single dad on Father's Day. No, you're not. Okay. So look, check this out. For my single dads out there, okay. Make her buy you a Birkin bag, okay? Make her take you out to the motherfucking movies or to the dinner. Make her give you a trip to motherfucking Barbados, okay? Because I know all the single moms out there, y'all been asking for this shit for years. $300, $400, Birkin bags, trips to motherfucking this and there. Yeah, it's a single dad's time. You feel me? Ask for that Birkin bag, okay?
Yeah, all them single dads, you out here paying that child support?
Yeah.
This time you gotta tell her to put that shit to use.
Yeah, ask for them new Jordans, man. Ask for that NCAA 25 that's coming out. Ask for that, man.
You want that pre-order of the NCAA.
Deluxe edition.
You want the deluxe because you want that and Madden.
Deluxe. We ain't taking no less. Deluxe edition. No
less than the deluxe. Okay?
You feel me? Ask for that new goddamn grill, man. Ask for that new smoker, man. This is the year, man. This is the year that y'all turn around and are asking what y'all want. Don't be accepting no boosie ass, bullshit ass gifts no more. Go on strike. No more socks. No more ties. No more mug. We want grills.
If she buy you a tool set to fix some shit, leave. Get you whatever you like to drink. If you a tequila, you want the best tequila. You want if it's a whiskey. All that brandy. You want a cigar? The Cuban.
The Cubans. Cubans is legal now in the U.S. now. Yep, they legal now. You can go ahead and bring them in. It's all good.
You get the best of the best. It's your weekend. Live it up.
Yes, sir. That's what it is, man. Let's go.
What Andre saying? Can't wait till Monday.
Hey, man. I wish a healthy brisket smoker in your future. That's what I'm wishing right now. A healthy brisket smoker in your future and or NCAA 25 deluxe edition. We ain't accepting no less than
deluxe. Like, look, go out, barbecue, have a good time. Andre, I know JC is coming over. Y'all barbecue, have fun. Give Avery a hug. Uncle Mel says he loves her. I know, but we out here. Same thing, Moolage, my brother. Happy Father's Day. Enjoy. I'm gonna hit you up on Sunday anyway, but
you know
on live right now.
You know, happy Father's Day to you too as well, my guy. To new and future endeavors, man. You know what I'm saying? New time, sir. And we still live. Let's get it.
We still live. This is the beginning of many. The takeover is on its way.
Yeah, come on, push your button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn